Hello, and welcome to another fun and exciting episode of Monday Mix-Up. I'm Dustin.
And I am Rosie.
And today we have our special guest, Joey Arvizu. Welcome, everybody. How's it going, Joey?
I am well.
We're so happy to have you.
I'm happy to be here.
So today we're going to chat with Joey about his involvement in the acting industry and some of the other things that he does, including comedy, I hear.
That's what I call it.
Can you tell us, Joey, how did you get involved in acting? When did you start? And what do you do?
I got started maybe 5 years ago.
Okay.
Numbers don't work well in my head, so we'll just say 5.
He said 4 before, but 5 is good.
Say, and you ask me again, I'll say 3.
No, he'll say 6.
You know me well already. It started just doing like commercials just to fill the time.
Okay.
In between comedy gigs and other things. And it was just background, you know, that kind of thing. And then it kind of just evolved into, you know, when you know someone and they start requesting you, like, hey, can you do this? And next thing you know, you have a small speaking role, and then it gets upgraded and you kind of get swept away in all of it. You're like, oh, I guess
Interesting.
I mean, it's a massive networking opportunity.
Yeah.
You show up, you meet people, people like you, they want you to do stuff. You know, you just have to be good and fun to work with. Mm-hmm. Pretty simple.
I try.
That's fun. Do you have an agent?
No.
No.
Which is not good because I don't do well on my own.
Oh. It's too hard to get the gigs, or is it to just to I guess be disciplined to work on it on a consistent basis?
I'm not really self-motivated.
Ah.
I have really bad ADHD, and I have something called like initial paralysis, like actually getting started on things.
Yeah.
So I'll go on casting networks and see if there's anything that's, you know, hits my fancy, and if not, I move on. So.
Oh, I see. But what about your comedy?
Yeah. Cobb's, Punchline again, and then
San Francisco and the Punchline in Sacramento as well, and Cobb's in San Francisco.
Yep.
So those are like the 3 main ones that you like to do and you go to often.
Yeah. They know me. I know them.
Yep.
It's familiar.
Yeah.
And and then George Lopez has. I didn't mean to drop that name.
George Lopez!
He says casually, has a comedy club on Carnival Cruise.
Oh, wow.
And so I was invited to perform there. And
Okay.
That was fun.
Did you meet George Lopez at one of your shows and then he told you that he has a club on a cruise line?
No, it actually happened serendipitously the first time.
Love that.
I wasn't booked for the cruise. I was just on the cruise.
Nice.
Oh.
And they had a talent show. And everyone's signing up for the talent show. And they said, what do you do? And I said, I do stand-up. And they said,
what?
They said, instead of doing it here on, you know, this multi-purpose little stage, they said, would you like to do it downstairs in George's club? And I said, yes.
So that decision paralysis was overridden in that moment because it sounded like a great opportunity. So it seems like if a good opportunity is presented, you're not going to shy away from it.
No,
which is
not
super
at all.
important.
That's what I need. I need
great.
someone. If someone presents something to me,
feed you good opportunities.
Yes.
That you stay pretty busy. You have your own business, you do comedy, and you also act.
Yes.
Which is a tall order for anybody to do. And someone with this ADHD that you have is kind of one of your superpowers, it seems like.
You know, there's a blessing and a malediction.
Sure.
Yeah.
But aren't we all a little bit cursed?
Oh, and are you still doing a lot of commercial work besides the comedy?
Yeah. I mean,
good.
like I said, if there's anything that goes on casting networks that, hey, we need someone here, yeah, sure, we'll do it.
So I selfishly want him to do just a little part of comedy. You think we could have that happen?
Well, I don't know. That seems like a question to ask Joey. Joey, would you like to tell us a joke?
Sure.
Okay.
If I may drop this other one, everyone knows the great director Tommy Wiseau.
Yes.
Oh.
So I've opened for his movie premieres twice.
Wow.
Wow.
And I mean, same thing. The first time I did that, I wasn't planning on it.
Yeah.
I was just going to a premiere of The Room, and his movie, The Room, and I had mentioned it just walking in, like he was greeting people.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he goes, hi Joey, what do you do? And I said, stand up. And he's like, oh, that's good. That's it. That's all our conversation was. And when he came up later to, hey, this is my movie, whatever. And he goes, but to start, we're going to have my friend Joey here do some stand-up. I was like,
talk about being in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
My friend Joey's going to do some stand-up.
Yeah.
You just say, hey, I do stand-up. He's like, cool.
yeah. So all comedians have just their go-to joke.
Yes.
That you can pull out of your pocket that doesn't need a lot of setup or anything. But yeah.
Well, and everybody always says, tell me a joke.
Yes.
And you're like, oh, here we go again.
Perform for me, monkey clown.
Yeah. Perform for me, monkey clown. Bob Bauer.
I get that all the time. All the time.
So throughout my act, I always, whenever I quote my wife, for some reason I should just develop this voice. She doesn't sound like that at all, but
She probably loves that.
right? So I worked that into my joke where I said, or I tell a joke about my wife, and then at the end I say, by the way, my wife hates that voice. At the end of every one of my shows, she goes, why do you make me sound like that? I don't sound like that at all. And I said, babe, it's for comedic effect.
Right.
I said, if I used your real voice in the joke, it wouldn't go as well. I said, okay. And I go to the audience. I say, okay, here's a joke with my wife's real voice. Let's see how funny it is. So the other day, I came home late from work, and I said, sorry, I'm late, babe. And my wife looked at me and went, ah!
She loves that one too.
And then I tell the audience, I said, for the record, I told her that I was going to tell this joke about her voice. And I said, babe, is it okay if I tell that joke? And she was like,
Well, I'm glad you use her regular voice in
Yes.
this. Yes.
I
Thank God.
actually like that, and I like that you communicate with her and ask her about that because
That's how long have you been married?
on April 14th will be 25 years.
Maybe that has something to do with it.
I got to be
Asking
doing
for
something right.
permission. It's 2026,
Right.
the age of consent. Great job, Joey.
no, it is a great job, and you know what? It's nice when people are respectful to each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
So that makes a lot of. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to ask because Joey is doing kind of a pilot concept shoot of a possible feature that's coming up. We
Yeah.
were just chatting ahead of this, and it sounds really interesting. And I wanted to know if you would like to share a little bit about that, how you came into connection with the producer and got the role.
Yeah. And it's called The Giants of Afghanistan.
Okay.
And through other gigs, I mean, even ones I've been on I've been with Rosie on.
The power of editing will
Yeah,
make you sound really good.
Syntax is important.
Mm-hmm.
Even we were saying even bad gigs can be good things
Absolutely.
because I've met wonderful people. I've met
Yeah.
Rosie. I've met a lot of people, and one of them, Chris Hinton. Hi, Chris. He was the one that threw my name out there because the director was looking for someone with a specific look.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
And out of nowhere, this director, Francis, he hit me up and he said, "You've been, suggested by a friend of yours." He goes, "Do you want to do it?"
Yeah.
So that's I'm ambiguously brown, so I fit into that little slot.
Yeah.
So that's
And what did you say it's called?
Giants of Afghanistan.
Okay, and what role are you playing?
I'm playing the uncle of a niece that goes missing.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. And where is it being shot?
Probably locally. We're in pre-production now. We're trying to scout locations that are Afghanistan adjacent.
Perfect. We have lots of them here in the Bay Area.
We do.
Take a selection. I wasn't joking.
I'm not joking.
This is not a funny show. We only tell truths,
Yes,
half-truths,
it's
and
not
nothing
funny.
but the truth. Exactly. So help us. Well, that's wonderful. So you've been doing this for 4, 3, or 6 years. You have a electronics repair business as well.
Yep,
And you are married for 25 years. You have pets, no kids.
that's correct.
And you'll be helping find an Afghanistan adjacent location here in the Bay Area for you to be shooting your feature. That's so exciting. And you got this by way of a recommendation.
Yeah.
just
love those.
doing good things
Right.
and being a good person
Love
and
those.
loving playing characters.
Yeah.
And that's wonderful. What does your wife do for work?
My wife works for a nonprofit organization.
Okay.
Basically, what they do is they supplement families
Okay.
so they can go to work.
Okay.
So they supplement their childcare.
Gotcha.
So,
Nice.
Do any of your wife's stories from her work find their way into some of your comedy material?
I adopt them
Sure,
because
sure.
I used to work in an office situation.
Okay.
And that was a lot of this force-fed material
Yes,
constantly.
I'm sure.
And I don't have that anymore.
Got you.
So now when my wife comes home and she's like, and they don't even read their emails and this, and hello, you have your question? It's in the email. Look at the memo. And I just kind of take that and I'm like, so what happened to me yesterday with my emails, I appropriate them.
So,
I could listen to him all day.
yeah.
He is so good.
That's actually how I knew I had to marry my wife.
Because she could listen to you all the time.
Because I talk a lot and I realize I'm eccentric and I have a very strong personality.
Yeah.
You remember when you were a kid, someone would spend the night at your house and that was fun? But after day number 2, you're like, don't touch my stuff and get away from me. She was the first person, after hanging out for maybe like 2 days, that she was like, when are we going to hang out again? I'm like,
You're like, oh God, gotta lock this down because
Right.
everybody is like, 2 days, Joey.
Yeah.
2 days.
No, I feel like
Get
I
out.
do. Me too.
Hey, Joey, when's your next gig? And how can we see you?
I have no idea. I'm on YouTube.
Okay.
The Italian Scarecrow, all one word. Same
Boom.
thing
It's
with
gonna be right there.
The Italian Scarecrow.
same on Instagram.
Okay.
and- yeah.
How did you come up with that name?
My nickname was Scarecrow.
Oh.
Everyone just called me Scarecrow because when the Scarecrow in Wizard of Oz gets pulled off his hook and he's like all floppy, I'm very, I do a lot of physical comedy. Which Sebastian Maniscalco is a relative, and so if you see how he acts on stage, that's
It's genetic.
I did it before. Anyways, but they called me Scarecrow for the longest time.
Oh, I love this though. I love this. And he still moves like a scarecrow, don't you think? I especially oil these feet so you slipper all over the place on these. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway,
Is this Scotch Guard?
Absolutely. It's really nice when we can have people from our community in to be part of your community. We really like to talk a lot about how this whole industry is a series of connections and community.
It really is.
There's nothing really that we can't do without each other, and we need each other for support. So thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Thank you, Joey, for coming on our episode as well, being part of our community. We've talked about that text thread that we have in our small community where we share jobs and congratulations and success stories. Joey's a member of that community, and we like to just say thank you. So thank you for tuning in. We hope to see you next week. Have a wonderful time. Please like and subscribe to our channel. It's the best way that we can get information out there. We will put some connections in with Joey, and you can go see his comedy shows, whether it's in San Francisco or Sacramento, or maybe it's going to be down in LA at the Comedy Store.
Or maybe you can.
Maybe you take a cruise and you see Joey. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. See you next week.
Thank you.
And why do seagulls fly over the sea? Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels.